The Ottoman dynasty, also known as the House of Osman, was founded by Osman I around 1299 in the region of Bithynia in northwestern Anatolia, near modern-day Turkey. Osman, from whom the dynasty takes its name, established a small principality under the declining Seljuk Sultanate of Rum. The early Ottomans capitalized on the political fragmentation in Anatolia and the weakening Byzantine Empire, gradually expanding their influence. Their foundation combined a strong tribal leadership with Islamic legitimacy, which helped them unify neighboring Turkish clans under their banner. Rise to power. Under Osman I and his successors, particularly Orhan, R. 1324–1362, the dynasty consolidated power and expanded into Byzantine territories in Anatolia. Orhan's reign marked the formal establishment of administrative structures and the integration of conquered lands. The Ottomans distinguished themselves by combining military strength, strategic marriages, and pragmatic alliances, which facilitated territorial growth. They employed both the Ghazi warrior ethos, emphasizing religious warfare against non-Muslims, and effective statecraft to consolidate their position. Military organization and expansion. A hallmark of the Ottoman dynasty was its military innovation. The Ottomans developed the Janissaries, elite infantry units composed of conscripted Christian youths converted to Islam under the Devshirme system. This professional standing army ensured loyalty to the Sultan and was pivotal in campaigns throughout the Balkans, the Middle East, and North Africa. The dynasty's expansion peaked under Mehmed II, R. 1451–1481, who famously conquered Constantinople in 1453, marking the end of the Byzantine Empire and transforming the Ottomans into a major imperial power. Administration and governance. The Ottoman dynasty maintained a centralized administration, with the Sultan as the supreme authority. However, they relied on a complex bureaucratic system for effective governance. Officials, known as viziers, administered provinces, collected taxes, and oversaw law enforcement. The millet system allowed religious and ethnic communities to govern themselves under their own laws while remaining loyal to the Sultan. This approach ensured social stability and loyalty across a vast, multi-ethnic empire. Cultural and architectural contributions. The Ottoman dynasty not only built a powerful empire but also left a lasting cultural legacy. They were great patrons of art, literature, and architecture. Under rulers like Suleiman the Magnificent, R. 1520–1566, the Ottomans produced monumental works, including mosques, bridges, and palaces, blending Islamic, Persian, and Byzantine influences. Istanbul, formerly Constantinople, became the empire's cultural and administrative capital, famous for landmarks like the Topkapi Palace and the Süleymaniye Mosque. Economy and trade. The dynasty thrived economically due to its strategic position between Europe and Asia, controlling major trade routes including the Silk Road and key Mediterranean ports. They engaged in trade with European powers, exporting textiles, spices, and other goods while imposing taxes on merchants and trade caravans. The Ottomans also introduced efficient agricultural practices, which supported population growth and urbanization, reinforcing the empire's economic base. Dynastic challenges and decline. Despite its early successes, the Ottoman dynasty faced internal and external challenges. Succession disputes, corruption among officials, and decentralization weakened central authority over time. Military defeats in the late 17th and 18th centuries, particularly against European powers, gradually eroded Ottoman influence. By the 19th century, the dynasty faced nationalist uprisings in the Balkans and increasing intervention by European empires, leading to the empire being labeled the sick man of Europe. Modern era and fall. The Ottoman dynasty officially ended after World War I. The empire sided with the Central Powers and faced defeat, leading to the Treaty of Sèvres in 1920 and the subsequent Turkish War of Independence, 1919–1923. Mustafa Kemal Ataturk abolished the Sultanate in 1922 and formally ended the Ottoman dynasty. The last Sultan, Mehmed VI, went into exile in Italy, marking the end of over 600 years of Ottoman rule. Legacy. The Ottoman dynasty's legacy persists in modern Turkey and across former Ottoman territories. Their governance model, architectural achievements, and cultural contributions influenced the development of the Middle East, the Balkans, and North Africa. They also left a rich historical record through literature, law, and diplomacy, highlighting their ability to balance conquest with administration, religion, and culture. Summary. The Ottoman dynasty was a remarkable Islamic imperial family that rose from a small Anatolian principality to one of history's most powerful empires. Its strength lay in military innovation, administrative skill, and cultural patronage. Despite eventual decline and abolition, its influence endures through architecture, law, and culture across 3 continents.